Hey everyone, today's walkthrough is going to be looking at how to variate pattern, and specifically of how to use value and variation with patterns as you work on your Zentangle animal. So as you start working in your sketchbook on this entry, you're going to want to make a set of kind of 3 stripes of boxes. So you'll have 3 rows, and then with each of those rows you're going to break those down into 3, so you end up with 9 boxes total, but in 3 different rows. What we're going to do is we're going to look at kind of breaking down 3 simple patterns using value. So the boxes on the left hand side will be kind of the light or white patterns, medium and gray for kind of the in-between, and then dark or black patterns on the right hand side. And then what you're going to do is you can kind of either look at the patterns that you did on your kind of 10 pattern brainstorm last time. You can also kind of come up with some different ones as well. And then using your Sharpies or pencils, you're going to start to go in and variate those simple patterns. So for this first row, I just looked at kind of like a basic stripe, and then looking at either kind of frequency of lines or shapes to increase that kind of value representation. You can also use kind of coloring things in or overlapping information to create more interest. And then you're going to do the same thing with the other 2 boxes, is looking at different patterns and thinking of just how you can create a variation of that pattern. And then by either using coloring in, changing up frequency, or changing line thickness to change up how that pattern looks. And reason why we're going to be looking into this is with your Zentangle animal, you're going to have areas that you want to read as being darker and areas that you want to be either kind of like gray or white. So thinking of how you can use those variations with different patterns to communicate that change in value is really valuable, and then will also help give you a few more patterns as well to pull on as you start to work on your Zentangle itself. And same as with the 10 patterns one, these do not have to be 3 patterns that you are going to ultimately stick with and use with your Zentangle. You might have some that are like, okay, yeah, I definitely want to use that. You might have others where it's like, I tried it out and it just doesn't really work for me and doesn't work with my style. So it's really just about kind of brainstorming, playing around with that information, and seeing what works for you and what doesn't as well. Alrighty, I think that is most of the information that I have for you today. So get working on your variations, get your set of 9 boxes set up, and then I'll see you next time.